Hey, it's no secret. First responders see things every day most of us hope to never see. And one woman's working to make sure every first responder gets the mental health care they need. Good afternoon to you. I'm Nicole Williams.
And I'm Marie Waxel. As Way 31 morning anchor Chris Tatum shows us, her passion is born out of heartache, but alive with hope.
For Adina Payton, every picture of her son both hurts.
Brad was a child, born to a child, barely 17, an alcoholic.
And heals, each one a reminder of how much she loved him.
Very sweet, kind-hearted person.
How she sometimes feels she failed him.
Did not have the living skills that he needed because his mother couldn't give him those at the time that he was young.
But it's how she lost him that hurts most. It was November 16th, 2020. Brad Pugh had himself battled addiction and mental illness for years. He spent the weekend with his mom. She knew he was struggling that day.
He was just so depressed.
Instead of going home that evening, he climbed atop a building in Huntsville's Five Points district and held police at bay for 3.5 hours in what Payton calls a suicidal standoff. When he did climb down, he tried to run.
And had an unloaded pistol, and he waved it.
By now, you know what happened next. Police shot him 16 times, Payton says. The hurt, the guilt, the disbelief threatened her own hard-earned sobriety.
In retrospect, I just feel like he might have been waiting on his mother to show up.
For 9 months, Payton struggled to process what happened, anguished over how to honor Brad's memory. The answer came one day as she drove through that very intersection where he died.
God put in my eyes what a first responder saw that night. And I thought, they really saw what happened. They didn't envision it. They saw.
Suddenly her heart hurt for those officers, for their families.
And they had to go home to their wives and husbands and children and get back up and go to work the next day.
Yep, the very people she once blamed for Brad's death, she's now passionate about protecting. She founded Grammy, Getting Real About Mental Illness, a nonprofit that helps make sure not just police, but all first responders get the mental health care they need to cope with the trauma they see every day. Sure, she misses her son, but says somehow helping those who help all of us helps her. And while she'll always wonder if Brad's life had to end the way it did.
Well, I would say to the law enforcement, it's okay. It's okay. I love you.
And that was Way 31 morning anchor Chris Tatum reporting for us. Most cities and counties offer health insurance to first responders, but Payton says many won't seek mental health care because they don't want to create a paper trail. Grammys is hosting its 3rd annual Brad Pugh First Responder fundraiser tomorrow night, and morning anchor Chris Tatum will MC that event. If you want to attend, we have details on how you can secure your ticket right now on waytv.com.